guys, so I'm trying to be kind of quiet here because, the couple that owns the animal dealer just down the street, well, they just bought that piece of property next to the one I'm renting, and, well, every time I see them, they give me a job to do for free, and they're just so kind and innocent that I can never tell them no. And so today we're going to play a little game called Blister, and we're not going to go out until the work is done. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to A New Man. You see, I've been reading some self-help books on finance, and I'm not going to spend all my money anymore on, whatever random things I find online. Nope. Now I'm all about working hard and saving and investing smart. And this new and improved me has spent the last 3 days running the dump truck pretty much all day, and I managed to make an additional $4,000. Which is a good thing because tomorrow we have rent due and other monthly expenses, which will be about $2,000. And then I'd also like to pay $5,000 if possible to the loan we have on our land. And yesterday I spent about 12 hours at the computer doing nothing but marketing and networking and putting together contracts for trucking. I've got the flatbed trailer rented, and I've got enough jobs lined up to keep us busy for like an entire week, doing nothing but hauling equipment. And being an owner operator on regular things, like if you got a flatbed trailer or a van trailer or whatnot, you can make decent money but not super good money. But hauling heavy equipment and oversized loads and heavy loads, you can make quite a bit doing that. So I estimate by the end of the week we should make about $20,000, not profit but revenue. And all that's true, actually, except for the parts of me being a new and improved man, saving my money and investing it smart and all that. No, I actually want to buy a water truck, and the only reason that idea got put into my mind is you see back there over those mountains how cloudy it is? Those aren't clouds. That's smoke. There's a massive wildfire just over the horizon there. And it looks like it's getting pretty out of hand, and one of my friends told me that they're probably going to start hiring water truck drivers, like anyone that has a trailer that hauls water or a water truck or anything. And I mean, I think I could probably also find other uses for a water truck here and there. I don't think we'd use it a ton, so I'm going to try to find something really old and really cheap. But anyways, we're going to put in some long days in this truck, probably 16 hours back to back, just hauling equipment around. And will the old Mormon make it through it? I don't know. We'll find out. But first job today is actually hauling for this guy. I know his name. We've worked on his equipment before. In fact, I worked on this machine right here, but for some reason it's just skipping in my mind. But anyways, he's going to be helping out on the fire, and he wants us to haul a couple pieces of his equipment over there. So we've got this one, and then he's got a bulldozer down in Elm Creek. I think he's building a house down there or something. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm assuming he's going to be using these to help build fire lines. And so our first two jobs are going to be hauling these to the fire site, and then after that, we've got all kinds of equipment we're going to be hauling. The instructions I was given is to turn at mile marker 382, and supposedly there's going to be some Forest Service workers there that'll tell me where to go from there. I guess we're going to one camp of like several. You can even see the smoke through the trees right now. I don't know that I've ever drove on this road before. Man, look how beautiful this is. Also, look at all the smoke that's settling down there. I'd be really sad to see all this wiped out by a fire. So, hopefully it stays over on that side. So, I just received a text saying to unload on the side of the road because I guess the fire trail, or not fire trail, but the trail that they use to get to the camp is pretty rough, pretty off-road, and so I don't even know where it's at. Oh, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it for sure. Alrighty, I think we'll just pull past the car here and go talk to that lady. And this looks kind of serious already.
Hey there, follow the cones and they will take you to the base. Park anywhere there's room.
Okay, I can do that. There we go. Gotta try not to fall off the trailer. That would not be good. Alright, let's go see if this road is as rough as they say it is. Well, I can already see one crossing right here. I think we definitely would have got hung up right here if we drove the truck up. This is kind of cool though. Why have I never rode my dirt bike back here or anything? They've already got all kinds of trucks up here. Alrighty, I'm assuming it's got to be this right there. Yep, there's a little sign saying that way. I don't really know where I should park it. It kind of looks like everything's just scattered around. I'll try to find somewhere mostly out of the way. We'll go right over here. That'll do. And now I guess I gotta walk all the way back. Here we go. well, our plan has worked. Fortunately and unfortunately, the fire is still going strong, and so I just got here at the fire station finishing some paperwork, because they are indeed looking for everyone and anyone to run water trucks and just whatever can be done to help. And so the guy in there told me to go to the same campsite that I was at earlier this week, and the lady there at the front of the road will give me a map on where I'll be hauling water to and from. But man, that was a long week of truck driving. That was a lot of seat time. You know, when I was a kid, teacher would look at me and say, "You're never gonna make any money staring out that window." And I would tell her, "I already told you, I'm gonna be a truck driver when I grow up." Yep. Just chasing that white line. Dirty hands, clean money. I can't think of any more of the cheesy phrases truck drivers say, but if you've ever posted a meme or if you've ever said any of those phrases, just unsubscribe right now. I don't want you here. And you may have been wondering by that last time lapse. Yep, this is the water truck I found, and this is the one I bought. I bought it for $15,000. It's just a really old Chevy. I don't think we'll be using it a whole lot, and so something just cheap and old like this should get the job done, as long as we don't completely break it. As you can see, it is still smoky. Well, it's time to see if this old truck can make it up this hill. Apparently, Little Red couldn't handle it, but I guess we'll find out. Still haven't heard anything back from Jake on if he's found a transmission for it yet or not. He tells me he's been looking, but I think he's just telling me that. It's slowing down, that's for sure. It doesn't like it. Oh, we better get on the shoulder. 5 miles an hour. That's slow, but it's still going. If that's not what perseverance looks like, I don't know what is. That was inspiring. I was really hoping I wasn't going to have to meet this lady here at the side of the road ever again. Because you know how you're never supposed to walk anything with steel tracks across a paved road? Well, I didn't know that. And when I unloaded the bulldozer right there on the shoulder of the road, I kind of tore up the pavement. And I was like, well, it's not a big deal. But that lady, yeah, she thought it was a big deal. I have not been yelled at like that in quite some time. And quite frankly, I'm extremely embarrassed to go back here again. This is not good for my ego. Not good at all. Alright, she gave us a map here. I'll pull over here and look at it real quick. So it looks like we'll be hauling from a water tank all the way out here up to one of their main sites right here. And by the sounds of it, I'll be running at least 10 hours a day for probably the next week. And so I'm just going to be doing that same loop over and over again. So I'll probably time lapse one round, but after that I imagine you don't want to see any more. Let's go find out where this water tower is. I've never been anywhere out there.